John, I'm Jackie.
Hi.
I'm going to be your student physical therapist today. I'd just like to spend some time talking to you so I can understand how things have been going since your accident, and it's just going to help me figure out how I can best help you during physical therapy. So before we get started, is it okay if I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Awesome. If anything I ask doesn't make sense, or if you need a moment, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
So today is really just a conversation. I'll ask you about how you're moving and thinking and feeling and what your daily routine looks like and what's important to you and your goals are. There's no right or wrong answers. I just want to understand your experience.
Okay.
So to start off, can you tell me in your own words, what has changed? What changes have you noticed in your body since your accident?
My arms and legs feel pretty weak, and sometimes I get shaky when I try to move.
Okay. And tell me more about that shakiness. When do you notice it most?
Mostly when I try to stand or reach for something.
Okay. That sounds super frustrating. What kinds of things feel hardest for you to do right now?
Standing and walking.
Standing and walking, got it. And when you stand, how does your balance feel?
Unsteady.
You're feeling unsteady. Do you feel like you could fall?
Yes.
Okay. And have your legs ever buckled on you, or has the nursing staff or anyone helping you had to catch you during any transfers?
A few times. They've had to help me a lot.
Okay. And do you ever feel dizzy or lightheaded when sitting up or standing?
Sometimes a little when I first sit up.
Okay. I want to understand the whole picture, so I'm going to ask you about your focus and attention. Have you noticed any changes since your accident?
Yes, I get distracted pretty easily.
Okay. And have you noticed any trouble remembering things or following a conversation since the injury?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to focus.
Okay. Just focusing. And do you feel mentally tired pretty quickly?
Yes.
Yeah. And how's your right hip been feeling when you put weight on it? Because I know you have that fracture.
It's sore. Sometimes it's hard to stand, but I can do it with some help.
With some help. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how bad would you say the pain is when you're standing?
I'll say a 5.
A 5. And is that soreness constant, or does it mostly happen during movement?
Mostly during movement.
During the movement. And then, is there anything else you've noticed, maybe with sensation, coordination, or how your body responds when you try to move?
My coordination is not great. I feel shaky and clumsy.
Okay. And just shaky and clumsy. Okay, thank you. That helps me understand what we're dealing with a lot better. So I'm just going to ask you about your current function. So what are you currently able to do on your own right now? How much help do you need getting out of bed or moving to the wheelchair, things like that?
I need a lot of help to do most of my daily activities.
Yeah, so are you able to sit up on your own, or do you need support for balance with that as well?
I can sit for a little bit, but I still need help.
Okay. And how about things like dressing, bathing, or feeding yourself?
Yeah, I need help with all of that right now.
Okay. Thank you for being honest with that. I know that it's really hard. Before your accident, what did a typical day look like for you? So tell me about work, getting around, taking care of yourself, things like that.
I worked as a server, and I was on my feet a lot, walking around a lot. I live on my own, so I did most everything on my own.
Yeah. So you were fully independent with everything.
Yes.
And prior to your accident, did you ever need the use of an assistive device like a walker, cane, anything like that?
No.
Okay. And are you using anything like a walker or cane right now, or mainly just the wheelchair?
Mainly just the wheelchair.
Okay, good to know. And what are the most important things that you want to get back to doing as you recover?
I'd like to walk again. Except that if I can do that, then I can get back to work.
Yeah. So walk and getting back to work, those are great goals. What would getting back to work mean for you?
getting back to some level of normalcy.
Okay. And those are really meaningful goals. So we'll definitely work towards helping you regain as much independence as possible, okay?
Okay.
So when you're up and moving, have there been any moments where you felt like you might lose your balance or fall?
Yes, for sure.
In what situations do you feel most unsteady?
Standing up, shifting my weight from
Yeah.
outside, things like that.
Standing and shifting.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any actual falls since you've been here?
No.
And have you had any falls previously to this?
No.
Okay. So when I was looking through your chart, I saw you've been managing diabetes and high blood pressure, as well as what we're going through right now. So how have those been going for you? And do you have any concerns or questions about those?
No, they've gotten that. They've been under control with medication I take, and the nurses help me stay on top of everything. So.
Okay, that's good. And then besides the holes that they put in your head to help relieve the pressure, have you had any other surgeries besides that one?
No.
No, so this is your one and only. Okay.
Yes.
The scans were showing some bruising and swelling in the front and top parts of your brain. What have the doctors explained to you about your brain injury so far?
They said it was pretty significant and that recovery would take some time.
Okay. And that's what lines up with what I saw in your chart. So recovery after a brain injury can definitely take time, but rehabilitation is an important step in that process, and we're going to try to get you back to doing things that you want to do. Do you have any questions or concerns about your injury right now?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. If you have any, just let us know, okay?
Okay.
Is there anything else from your medical history that you think I should know that I haven't already asked you?
No, I think that covers it.
Okay. And then could you walk me through your medications that you're taking right now? If you can't remember the names, that's okay.
Yeah. So I'm taking insulin and metformin for my diabetes. I'm also taking something for blood pressure. Can't remember the name of it right now. And then I also take Tylenol as needed for pain.
Okay. And I know we talked about how the nurses are helping you manage those.
Yeah, they are.
Awesome. They're great.
Mm-hmm. Great.
So who do you have around to support you in your recovery? Any family, friends, anything like that?
No, I'm just on my own.
Okay. Support at home is really important for recovery, so we'll make sure the rehab team keeps that in mind while we're planning for discharge, and we'll get you all the resources that we can, okay?
Okay.
Do you feel like you need help? Do you feel like you will need help once you leave here?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, that's helpful for us to know as well. Can you tell me about your home setup? What's your apartment like?
I live on the second floor, and I have to take a flight of stairs to get up to my apartment.
Okay, how do you feel about managing those stairs when you eventually go home?
Yeah, it's a little scary to think about. I don't know if I could manage that on my own right now.
Definitely, it's hard. And do you have anything in your home, like rugs, steps, or anything inside of your home that we'll need to think about? Something that can maybe trip you up or anything like that? No, okay, that's good. So stairs can definitely be challenging after this kind of injury, so it's something we're going to work on in therapy, and we're also going to consider it whenever we're discharging you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me about all of this. It's given me a much clearer picture of you and what's going on with you and how we can help you, okay? So I'm going to work really hard with the rest of the rehab team to get you in as good of shape as possible before it's time to go home, and get you to reach some of those goals and help you become as independent as possible. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thanks.